Hey guys, it's Nick from Domazet Gaming, and I'm actually quite excited to review this and do an unboxing of the Corsair K55 keyboard, RGB keyboard, and a Harpoon mouse combo. Comes together. This is the box. The front, as you can see. There's the back of the box. Looks great. As I said, I'm a huge, little disclaimer, I'm a huge fan of Corsair. My case is Corsair, the fans are Corsair, my cooler is Corsair, so I'm a big fan of their stuff. They really make good quality products, and yeah, totally check them out. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the unboxing now, and then I'm going to actually, because I haven't used this keyboard and mouse yet, and I think it would be unfair to go and just do a review on something that I haven't really used. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an unboxing video today, and a week from now I'm going to do the actual review, but it will be all in one video, just so you guys don't get freaked out if I'm wearing a different shirt. Cool, let's open this bad boy up. Okay guys, there's the inside. There's the keyboard and the mouse is in there. So let's open this bad boy up. I'm actually quite excited to use this. And first thing out, actual keyboard. Normal USB, which is actually a pretty cool little USB. Next up, let's get the mouse out. Here's the mouse, its packaging, which we're going to open just now. There's a warranty and a guide here. What else? What else? Let's see, what else? And the last thing in here is the wrist rest for the keyboard. Cool. Done, done, done. Don't need that anymore. Okay. The mouse, yeah, looks pretty cool. Let's do this. I think kind of everybody loves this. There we go. So the mouse, first impressions, looks really nice and clean. Nothing too fancy. There's a Corsair name right there and the sales logo, which lights up and which is RGB, which I'll show you later. The mouse feels actually really nice in my hand, I must say. Buttons sound good. Scroll wheel also feels great. There is 2 buttons on the side, extra buttons that you can use for your first person shooters and melee and stuff, or if you want hotkeys, anything there. God, it looks really good, guys. That's the mouse. Let's get on to the keyboard. First, let's have a look at the actual wrist rest, which is actually quite nice. It's plastic, but it's covered with nice rubber out here, which is pretty cool. You can see that. And it's like a rough rubber, so your hand doesn't slip, which is amazing. At the moment I've been using the GameDS keyboard that I've done a review, go check out that video. And that one's very plastic. This feels way more quality. It is a more expensive keyboard, but not by much. Warranty and guide. Let's look at that. Warranty. Blah, 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 blah. We don't need to look at that. The guide actually looks pretty detailed, but it's standard. I mean, if you ever bought a keyboard or any computer product, it's a stock standard in different languages, but always nice to have. Let's look at the actual keyboard now. Okay, if I look at the back first, here, you can see there's those rests, which is pretty nice. There we go. Normal USB, quite a long cable. Cable is plastic. Rubbery plastic here. Usually I've been used to with the latest keyboards and stuff, the gaming stuff at least. The stuff does come with like almost like a material cable, which is quite nice, but again, that's small. Now, a big thing about this keyboard, let's have a look. This is not a mechanical keyboard. Now, this keyboard's about $50. But from what I've seen, there's quite a lot of features and stuff, which I'm gonna overlook. It is a membrane keyboard, guys, so it's not a mechanical keyboard. Now, I've been using a mechanical keyboard for the last 2 months, and I must say, as much as it's nice, also it is very loud and very annoying. And if you're living with other people in my house, particularly my fiance hates it. This is quite soft, which is great. Now, so far, first impressions, the keyboard looks really cool, looks sturdy. You know, it's plastic, but it doesn't bend, and it's got a good, solid feel to it. Anyway, I'll catch you a bit later. I think I have lots of gaming to do and testing on this keyboard. Hey guys, so this is the Corsair K55 once it's plugged in. As you can see, it's got cool RGB effects. It's a really cool keyboard, beautiful looking keyboard. This wrist here is actually amazing. It's got like a bit of a rubber plasticky feeling, so if you sweat, you know, it's got this grip, so it's brilliant. You don't slip or anything. And now when it comes to features, besides the cool RGB lighting that looks absolutely fantastic, as I say, it's a membrane keyboard, so it's quite soft comparing to a mechanical keyboard. Now let's go through the features. So on the left here, there's 6 macro buttons for you MMORPG or RPG fans, which is really nice. I've been using them quite a bit as I'm a huge RPG fan. Everything here is standard as any keyboard. You have your numlocks here. What I really do like is this, the multimedia keys, which are quite nice and separate. You have your stop, skip, play, pause, fast forward. It's really, actually I've been using it, it's really good, it works really well. Same as with the sound control, it's brilliant, it works quite well. Over here we have a lock button also, which is actually very useful, that I never even thought of using. But if you press this, and if you try to press the Windows key, nothing happens. You don't actually, so if you're gaming and you're playing, you're moving, and you accidentally press Windows instead of Control, as it happens, the keyboard's actually locked and won't go into Windows, which is really brilliant. So here at the top also, next to the lock button, we have this little light. So what this does, when you press it, it will actually switch off the whole RGB lighting effect, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of people, as I said, they're not into RGB, and it's cool to actually have that feature to completely disable it, which is really nice. So guys, there's quite a few RGB effects also. Sorry for a shaky hand, but yeah, there's quite a few RGB effects here that you can use. So this is rainbow wave. There's color shift, actually changes color, which is quite nice. Then, and you can, as I said, it's to random colors, or you can alternate 2 different colors. So for example, now it's just doing red and blue, which is pretty cool. Now another one is a color pulse. Again, it can be a bunch of random colors, or you can switch it to any 2 colors you like. There's also static color, so you can choose any of the RGB colors and set it to. So it's quite nice, it's not huge. Next up we have the Harpoon RGB Mouse. It's got literally just 1 RGB effect, which is your Corsair logo. Now again, with ICU software, which both of this keyboard and the mouse is ICU software compatible, you can control all the lighting effects, colors, speed and everything, which is quite cool. As I said, the mouse itself is ridiculously comfortable. These 2 buttons here are pretty cool to have, as I said, especially in shooters like as your melee, or you throw a grenade. I've been using this for grenades. The only thing I find is I wish they did move these buttons up a bit more forward. I find it's quite hard to press them at times, especially this one here. This one's still okay, but this one is a bit further backwards. If this was moved just slightly, so the first one would be here and the second one here, it would be a lot easier to use. But that's really the only complaint I have. I mean, the mouse itself is really good. It sounds great. It's quick. It works well. Yeah, not much complaints. It really fits nicely in your hand. I mean, I've been gaming and, you know, mouses in the past that I've used, your hand cramps up and everything, and this has been really one of the best mouses I've used. So it's been a week since I did the unboxing of the Corsair K55 Keyboard and the Harpoon RGB Mouse. Now I've had about a week to play around with it. I've been gaming, typing, doing all kinds of stuff. And let's start with the keyboard. You know, as I said, I showed you what it does, how it works, and then, you know, in conclusion, it is absolutely an amazing keyboard. I would definitely highly recommend it. For $50 with all the features that comes with it, RGB lights look great. It's not a mechanical keyboard, however, for me, for my personal preference, I actually do prefer it. It's quieter, it's nicer to use than mechanical keyboard. I don't know, I find it loud and clanky. Again, I've only used the blue switches mechanical keyboard. Perhaps the cherry red would be more my cup of tea because it's softer. But yeah, I love the dismembering keyboard. It looks great. It's packed with features. For $50, it's very comfortable. It's got a wrist rest. For $50, really, guys, I could not recommend it more. Now, when it comes to the mouse, the Harpoon RGB mouse, it's good. Like, there's literally no complaints. It fits in your hand beautifully. It's nice and light. It's fast. It works great. I've been gaming on it. It's super comfortable. Yeah, it's a great combo in general. If you can get the whole combo, it's a good budget entry level, high quality. You know, Corsair is one of the best brands out there. I firmly, you know, stand by that. And you can't really go wrong with this keyboard or this mouse. Hi guys, if you enjoyed our video, please like it, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and please subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot. We upload new videos weekly. See you in the next one.